practice week so far running the offense?
Good. I think I think just going out there and playing well in his drives, I think that earned him some credibility among all the guys. I think they were excited in that, and then he led 2 scoring drives, and I think that I just think that really helps him when he's out there, and he's done well.
Wesley talked about getting bigger bodies on the field defensively, maybe working in Brendan a little bit. What have you seen any of that?
They've had some regular personnel taking their nickel off the field and putting him in there at Sam linebacker, and that's been good. And saw a couple packages with Street and Gates out there at the same time, which I think puts a little bit more athleticism on the field. It was on 3rd down when they were doing it, but I think maybe as Street gets a little bit more comfortable, maybe you'll see a little bit more of that too.
You mentioned on Monday that you might know more about Jordan Wilkins about this time of the week.
Yeah, Jordan, I would say is probable. I think Jordan will have a shot to play. I mean, he looked pretty good today. I think he'll probably practice some tomorrow. Where Sean Rawlings is probably doubtful. Just with the concussion protocol, he's getting to the point in the week where it doesn't look like he's going to be able to go.
I know you and Phil both talked about earlier that you had confidence in Jordan running the whole offense, but realistically, what kind of packages, what percentage of the offense do you anticipate calling on Saturday?
I mean, he's been getting there every single rep, with the 2s, and they get equal reps with the 1. So I mean, he's got a grasp of the whole offense. I think there's just some things that with his skill set, in our run game, he'll have a chance to maybe pull and get on the edge on some different stuff, and so maybe a little bit more run and play action as opposed to drop back pass. So there's some things that we do in our RPOs with draws that he has the option of throwing it or running it. So there's some things like that we can do. But I think he's going to be looking to run it north and south, maybe not so much a scramble to make a play down the field. So I just think, but I don't think we'll hold anything back. We'll do everything everything in our arsenal.
Has there been any concern or maybe issues this week? New quarterback, new center. I mean, has there been any problem?
No,
with that?
I guess if you were under center, maybe in the short yardage packages, I think maybe that just working that, and that was we worked that today. There weren't any snap issues, but I think when you're under center, that could be. But I don't think as far as being in the gun, that hadn't been any issue.
Who's the number 3 quarterback right now?
Number 3 quarterback. Me. Alex Faneuil would be the guy to go in and get us out of a game. But again, Pellerin's getting the 2s, but Faneuil will be 3.
Along those lines, I know you can't coach or play scared, but do you have to be cognizant of how much he runs, given the fact that there's not a lot behind him?
We've had that conversation, and I think. As long as we're not asking him to run quarterback power inside and things like that, I think we can't let that. We can't play in fear of that. I think Jason being in a game, he may have to come in and play if something does happen, if his helmet comes off, or things like that can happen in the course of a game. But I don't think that you can play scared. I think you got to be aware, maybe not overuse them, or But I do think you got to be aware of it.
C.J. Moore is another guy that's banged up. Do you think he'll play or not?
Yeah, I mean, he's just limited right now. I think we'll probably have to wait till game time to see, how he is. He gets a calf muscle strain, so just if he can run or not in burst.
Jason, I mean, he wasn't getting a lot of playing time at tight end. He had some packages at quarterback before he got moved. Do you foresee him having any type of role like that, maybe coming in and running a little bit or something?
Yeah, you can see that. We do have some quarterback runs that we could bring him in if we want to take a hit off of Jordan. But, right now, that would be more in a short yardage situation.
What do you see from Arkansas defensively?
They've changed from a 4-down to a 3-down, and they do a good job because they are pretty basic in what they do. They do a good job of disguising it, and just they don't have a whole bunch, but what they do they're really good at. They're good at disguising, and they play a little bit softer coverage than the people that get up and press you, but they stay on top of everything and make you earn it, make you drive the ball.
Thanks, Matt.
Appreciate it, Matt.